Hello everyone, welcome back to The Limit of Adhesion, now a major motion picture starring Miriam Margolyes and Dame Judi Dench. My name is Miriam, and joining me as always in the commentary box is Dame Judi. How you doing, Judi?
Okay.
It'd be cool if it was a film, wouldn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, I'm clearly on extreme election fever. Sent me mad. Yeah, we just saw the practice times there. That was David Lyon on top, ahead of his teammate Rob Miller. Championship standings, it's Don Parker who leads the way from Rob Miller after Rob's calamities at Hockenheim last time out. We're at the Nürburgring this time though, another German round. How do you think the IR18 is going to go around here?
Yeah, it's a pretty good track, I think, for it. Nice wide track where it's, gets battling, straights to stretches legs.
Well, it's good, good track in general, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an enjoyable track. Same German double header, and then we are off to America.
Yes, indeed, yeah. And it's funny because the Nürburgring does get a bit of a bad rep because obviously the Nordschleife next door and everyone's like, oh, it's not as good as the Nordschleife. But I think, as a racetrack, this is a genuinely really good fun track. So, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Team standing, Stupid Gary on top of the A team with Wizards Fire Ruby and Wizards Rose Gold just behind. And then you've got Formula Armour there, look, scoring very well. With Blake's win at Hockenheim, CXW Racing, no slots, no glory. Minardi Sim Sport and Team Heat together in McLaren running out the top 10.
Yeah, all pretty close there between the teams.
Yeah.
Good championship so far.
Can Stupid Gary take the fight to the A-Team all the way through the season? I mean, obviously, the A-Team been hampered a bit by Line's problems he's had.
Well, we'll see. Obviously, we've got Miller and Line front row here, so it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, and there's Blake Tovey in third and Gavin Kelly in fourth. Then we've got Zhao Tomei, Don Parker, Ben Chowcraft, Philip Miles, John Cook. Great qualifying for John there. Daniel Bond, look at that, he's up in 10th as well, so he's found a lot of pace. Then we've got Team on Sloots in 11th, Pavel Kuzmarek in 12th. And then we've got Stephen Maxwell, Gareth Winslade, Chris Forrester, Chris White, Mark Brown, James Pepper and Steve Pepper. Only 19 cars in the grid, Jools. A bit of a reduced grid this time.
Yeah, well, there's a little unknown football competition going on at the moment. So that may be taking away a few drivers.
Yes. Never mind though, we've got 19. That's still a healthy grid. So get ready for some exciting action here at the Nürburgring. Cars are forming up on, it's like they're on the back straight there on the run up to the chicane. What a glorious sight that is.
Yeah, looking good. Nice. And almost 20 cars. We only need one more.
Yeah. Cool. Safety car is rolling then, and the field is off with Rob leading the way in the 99.
Yep.
88 is obviously Dave. Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was going to say, we're not really looking at strategies this race because there's really only one. It's a one-stop. Most drivers will use a soft, but there may be some maniacs starting on the hard, just taking the pain early, and then trying to make up places later on the soft when everybody else will have to switch to the hard.
Yeah, indeed. Well, it'll be interesting to see how that pans out then. So the safety car has peeled into the pit lane. Rob's warming his tyres gently.
Yeah, Line needs to get really alongside him because he should be up there on the front row.
Yeah, he's alongside Blake.
And also, Rob's already gone.
Yeah, Blake's got the jump here online. Looks like they're side by side as they head down to turn one for the first time. Oh, Blake's lost it. Oh no, he's hit Rob. That's not good. Rob's round. Does he keep it at the back?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
A very apologetic Blake there on the radio.
Oh, happened immediately, and they are now 18th and 19th.
Oh, what a shame. So it's Line who leads the way then from...
There's more calamities going on there. That looks like Shellcraft and Miles.
Yeah, and their teammates. Did they collide? It's not good.
Somehow Parker's got past Tomei and Kelly.
Oh, Chalcross ruined. Look, that's not such a shame for him. He's not having the best of luck this season. Oh, and as you said, look, Jools, that's Winslade and the No Slots No Glory on the harder tyre.
Yeah, and yeah, looks like
Forrester
Chris is there on the harder as well.
As is that's the cool camel of Steve Pepper and Chris White as well. So they're on hards as well. Quite a few of them. As you say, Dom, great drive from him to get up into P2 there and jump Kelly and Tomei.
There's a replay. Yeah, just got a snapper on in the braking zone.
Yeah. I wonder if it's that white...
Innocent victim.
It's got to be that white line. We've seen it catch people out before. Got another replay here. That's Miles then. Oh, so he just, lights it up under acceleration and...
Oh, no.
Into his teammate. Well avoided by Daniel Bond there in the Formula Armour.
Yeah, looks like everybody else avoided it. Yeah. As we go back to the action.
So Bond up 3 then into 7th place. And that's Stephen Maxwell coming through. So he's on a hard tyre as well. So this is starting to give us an understanding of... Well, he was quite far down the grid, wasn't he, Maxwell? So
he's up 5 places from where he started, so he's 13. This line sets the fastest lap of the race. There's a gaggle of cars here following Pavel Kuzmarek.
Yeah, big gap from Pavel to Kelly up ahead. 3 seconds, look.
Indeed. Say the podium positions are gold, silver and bronze.
Nice.
And then again, gold, silver and bronze for 4th, 5th, 6th.
Yeah, that's cool.
Unfortunately, Sloops is ruining it there.
Oh, Sloops just dropping it.
Well, that's going to let Pepper through, so now it's 7th, 8th, 9th. Also gold, silver, bronze. It's a nice pattern we've got going.
Yeah.
So Winslade's coming under threat from Bond, who is on the drippier tyre, we will say.
Yeah, so he's... And you've got Maxwell bearing down as well, who is faster, we had to say. So let's see if they can work their way through. Oh, Bond's having a look.
Up into Dunlop.
Gives them the space and they're heading up into the Schumacher S there. So Winslade's still just ahead. Now this is going to be really causing problems for Bond's race here. When he made a little mistake. And that's...
Yeah, Maxwell straight through.
He's got 2 hard runners behind him now. In front of him, I beg your pardon. In fact, that's one behind as well. James Pepper, he's up into 9th place, doing very well from the back row of the grid.
Indeed. So Winslade's got it all on his shoulders tonight, with no teammate.
Yeah, no Russell.
This is allowing Powell to get away a bit.
Yeah, which I think he probably...
front, Tomei has just taken the fastest lap of the race.
Tomei's having an absolute Smurf season, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not doing bad. Seems to have got more consistency going.
Yes.
Oh, there's Shellcraft coming out of the pits.
As Forrester made the move on Steve Pepper there.
Oh, that's Pepper off.
That's James going off then. What a shame, he was doing so well running in P9. Loses 2 places. So presumably Maxwell's now being held up by Winslade.
I was going to say, where do we think he's going to have a go at getting past?
Well, there's the 2 traditional spots, aren't there? It's up into the final chicane or down into T1. I mean, you could theoretically do it if you could keep close enough through the Schumacher S and then up to the top of the hill there. You could do it there, because it's quite a slow corner, isn't it?
Indeed.
But you're better off just waiting and setting the run up out of this left-right. Which looks like Maxwell is doing. Goes even wide.
He's gone a bit wide.
Yeah.
It's a good run though. If I was him, I'd be using my push to pass now.
Yeah, I think he probably has. He's alongside in the braking zone, makes it look easy. Good pass there by Maxwell. He's now up into 6th place. Fast lap for Line responding to Tomei.
And actually now it's Parker under threat.
Yeah.
Is Bond going to try something here? He has a look. Thinks better of it, maybe.
Well, he's been very patient, and I'd be getting a bit antsy in the cockpit there. John Cook and Forrester just on the brakes.
Nearly wipes out his teammate.
Oh, that could have ended in tears.
Yeah, indeed. Here's Miller trying to make a recovery.
Yeah, and he's got team on Sloots there, and James Pepper, who obviously we just saw make an error a lap or so before in that sequence of corners, the arena.
Because now Winslow's getting the tow from Maxwell, so that might be protected a bit from Bond.
Yes.
I never know this corner, how to take it. Wide, tight, late apex, early apex.
Yeah, it feels never ending, doesn't it, when you're in there?
Yes.
So what's your... how long do the soft tyres last? Is Bond in danger of overheating them if he's stuck behind Winslade like this?
Probably wanted to look after them a bit, but they should get through the stint. Always using pushed past.
Here he goes. Going
Winslade defends the inside though this time. Didn't do that against Maxwell. Holds the position.
Wow. I was going to have to try it again next lap. Oh, that's Miller getting through on Sloots then.
Indeed.
And Pepper's behind him.
Yeah.
Wasn't he ahead? So they've both passed Pepper, it looks like. Pepper must have made another error, perhaps. Here comes Tove on his recovery drive.
As Bond is taking Winslade.
Yeah, and he's done it, yep. Good move there by Dan. Mark Brown was the car Blake Tovey was just passing there, the Tenacious Tortoise, the green car. So here's our race winner, leader at the moment, David Line, 2.6 seconds clear of Parker in second now. So just
yeah, it looks like Tomei and Parker starting to fight a bit, and Line's just pumping in their laps in the clean air.
yes, yeah, he's just he's making it count for himself, isn't he?
Yeah, so he's like 7 tenths, it's half a second, 7 tenths faster. Yeah, he's closing back up a bit on Tomei and Parker though.
Yeah. So, 31 laps, is that right?
Yeah, 31 laps in.
It's a lot, isn't it?
That's about the same time difference. It's a longer lap, so less laps. We were 35 laps in the previous race. So can Bond get him now?
No, Blake, yeah,
sorry, Bond's already got him.
Yeah.
Can Blake get him now?
this is a llama sandwich for Winslade. Yeah, Blake won't want to be held up like Bond was. Nice recovery drive from Blake to be up to P9 already though, after that incident with Miller on turn 1. Miller now in 11th as well.
Yeah, he's got a few seconds on Miller. He got away a bit better out of the gravel because Miller had to turn around, I guess.
Yes.
But yeah, doing it okay.
And this is really I mean, they must be counting their blessings that it's a reduced field as well. Obviously, they'd have even more cars to go. Here goes Blake Tovey then down to the hairpin on the outside line.
Gets it done.
Yeah, nice move.
Now Mark Brown is lining up for his opportunity.
Yeah.
Obviously, Winslade's taking the pain now, but he'll get the faster tyre later.
Yes. But he was, P6 and now going slowly backwards, but yeah.
He just needs to keep it calm and not get frustrated.
Absolutely, yeah. And presumably extend the stint slightly. Is that something that he needs to do as well on the hard tyre, or?
I think they're performing okay here, but I mean, it depends. If he doesn't like it, then you'd want to extend the hard tyre. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the fuel pretty much is Pepper's off the track somewhere at the back there. I saw him on the track map going red. It's James. He's now behind Pepper Senior.
Yeah, he's all the way down in 17th now. Such a shame. Just a replay now.
Replay.
Oh, he's up.
Yeah. Oh no, and White went into him, and then there's Walker was just behind him.
Oh, what a shame. And now
He's probably just waiting for traffic.
perched himself on that curb. Yeah.
Possibly. But yeah, no, I mean, the fuel is pretty much 50-50, so you're probably going to do half the race, pretty much, on one tyre and half on the other.
Nice camera shake there.
Indeed. Tomei applying more pressure.
He is, yeah.
Line is just doing one of his classic runaways at the front.
Yeah, both the 18 were so good at doing that, aren't they?
Yep.
Looks like Kelly is closing the gap now on the battling Parker and Tomei ahead.
Yeah, he does seem to be edging back into the fight. And they can still see line, but he's just eking that advantage.
He really is, yeah.
I wonder if Miller has some damage from that first lap. I'll have to wonder if Tomei has as well, actually.
Yeah, potentially. Wow, Brown is so close to Winslade now.
Line extended his lead another second that lap as mistake from Winslade, and Brown has some momentum.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got to be careful if you go too far over that curb, it's going to be a slowdown. Look how close Tomei is now. On board.
Struggling. Look at that washing out there.
Yeah. Oh, all the way down to first for the right-hander. It's interesting.
Indeed.
His wing mirror's shaking around all over the place. You can just see Kelly in there.
Yep, every now and then.
There he is.
And we have these line astern llamas.
Yeah, and so do we think that they're going to do the old switcheroo? Because, without... I don't think it would be disrespectful to say that Blake is quicker than Daniel, isn't he? So they will probably want to do a massage him past.
That's the case at the moment. Yep.
Oh, look at that side pod.
Yeah, that must have been where it hit Miller.
Yeah.
It's flapping away in the breeze there. Surprised it's still on.
Yeah, that normally comes flying off, doesn't it?
And there was Miller in the background behind Winslade.
Oh, no.
Oh, this looks very close.
Here he comes then. Tomei down the inside of T1. Dom's going to try to do the up and under. But no, Tomei's through then, up into second place. Nice move.
Let's see if Tomei has any pace over line now. See if he can start bringing that gap down. It's almost 5 seconds though.
Yeah, that's quite a tall order to try and do that, isn't it?
Yeah, we've probably got 8 or 9 laps until it stops.
Yeah, if we're going
8 laps.
Going halfway through, we're going to get to about lap 18, 19, aren't we?
Yeah.
I wonder how much fuel Parker is saving. We do know he likes to do a bit of fuel saving through the races, doesn't he? Oh, Chris Forrester needing he's got a meatball flag.
Yeah, that would have been from that incident we saw, I think, with Pepper.
Yeah.
Possibly.
What a shame.
It said lap 6, that's from 3 laps ago. Yeah. So Bond is actually probably a bit further away than Tomei than he was.
Yeah, maybe Tomei made a small mistake there. Meanwhile, Maxwell is trying to pass Pavel Kuzmarek. He's up in P5. Maxwell going to the inside for the chicane, just like he did on Winslade. Very nice move there. So Maxwell's up into 5th, but is now 15 seconds off the lead. So he's making the hard tyre strat work, but how much further up the field can he get? Because as we said, he's lost a lot of time, hasn't he? Really, from being in that pack early doors.
Yeah. I guess he's kind of reached as high as he can get now, and then we're going to see what happens when he changes tyres.
Yeah.
So now it's a case of just try smooth and try not to lose more time to the leader.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep an eye on the gap. Maybe he can close a bit more on Kelly, who's up in P4 ahead of him.
So it must have happened to Brown as... Oh no, yeah, I just don't go off the track. And Miller has got past Winslade.
Yeah, he probably didn't. Not going to be hard for him to do that, is it? There's a bit of a gulf in pace between those two drivers.
Look at their lap times this time round.
So we've got a nice queue of cars forming here between Kuzmarek following Maxwell, and then we've got Bond and Tovey. And quite a gap back to Brown, Miller and Winslade.
Well, looks like they're off there.
Yeah.
See some bits of car come flying on.
And Tovey is through on Bond then, so Bond must have made a mistake at the top of the hill there. And now he's gone to the inside for the chicane.
There's a replay.
Oh,
Yeah,
contact.
okay. Bond just went deep and took his front wing off.
Yeah.
So back to the action.
Well, it enabled...
See that front wing missing. Yeah, it got Tovey past. There wasn't any team orders there.
No. Too many sloops in the pit lane.
Pitting, that's a bit early for a one stop. If he had damage, maybe.
Yeah, we saw him have a little slide earlier, but I don't recall seeing him make any contact with anyone, so maybe we'll get a replay. Got John Cook here, pressuring Chris White. So no David Ward this time in the other CXW.
No, another one on his own. So his best time's a 42.6 and his last was a 42.9. So the softs are holding up for him okay there.
Yeah. And here comes the recovering Chalcraft. He is a lap down. Nice seeing continuing. As I say,
yeah, it must be miserable at the moment. A whole lap down on the field, the only one lapped.
He's had such a rotten season with such bad luck so far.
Well,
those guys are flying, aren't they? See what
Maxwell's... Yeah, I was going to say, let's keep an eye on Maxwell.
41.8.
41.8. So yeah, he's losing a bit of time, but it should come back to him. Look at that way that gap has grown by line over the past laps.
41.7 for Miller as well.
Who may be carrying damage.
Yeah. So we've got a good sort of 6-7 drivers who are all showing a very similar pace. And then most of the others in the 42s behind them. Tomei extending that gap a little bit over Parker, not a huge amount.
Yeah. But like Parker just locked up there as well.
Yeah. Steve Pepper into the pits now. This is too early for a one-stop as well, isn't it?
Yeah, see what tyres he changes to if it carries on him. He's gone for the softer tyres. Maybe he's going to do a double stint of soft.
Yeah. But he's going to lose a lot of time in the pits with having to make 2 stops compared to everyone else if they're all just doing a 1.
Yeah, same as Sloops, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, he stopped lap 10. stop lap to them. We also have had James and Forrester having to stop for repairs lap 6.
Yeah.
So they're going to be doing 2 stops as well. So there'll be probably people to battle with still.
Which is always good, yeah. So, Mark Brown beginning to come under... Oh, no, look. That's Miller in the pit lane.
And that's too early as well. I'm not sure why he's pitting. Unless his... I mean, the car couldn't have been undrivable because he was lapping okay.
Yeah, maybe he's switching to a 2-stop because he's in traffic and he feels he can go a bit faster. We've got some synchronised camel flying going on.
Yeah, I mean, he was, in 9th?
Yeah. Oh, James just cooking it on the exit into the gravel trap. That's a bit of a shame. Yeah, so he's going...
Keep an eye on Miller and see what he does.
So he's on the hard tyre now.
I guess you have to run it, so he's thinking I'll run it now and then maybe run the stop at the end, we'll see.
Yeah, because now he's not going to be in traffic, is he?
It's true, he's got a bit of space on the track map.
I feel like he's someone who could get the advantage of doing the 2-stop because he's got so much natural pace.
Well, let's see. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. It's interesting that we've got these different strategies going on in this race, though. So we've, Maxwell and the rest of the guys who started on the hard tyre. So it's Maxwell, Winslade in 10th, and then Chris White in 11th, and then down to Forrester, Pepper, who've had a few issues this race, it's fair to say. So yeah, we'll have to see how it pans out for those guys.
Yeah, I like the added strategy the tyres bring to this as well as the fuel. It's a shame that iRacing don't offer more cars with different compounds of tyres.
Yeah, it'd be so good, wouldn't it?
The only ones they offer are the F1 cars.
Which is fun, but it is quite draining to drive.
It'd be nice if they had Formula 3 or Formula 4 or with different tyre options, or even the Super Formulas.
Yeah, Super Formulas, absolutely. I think that'd be good. And the Super Formula Light, considering they're such new cars, it would make sense for them to have the extra compounds.
Yeah, look at that. So,
New fastest lap?
I think that's the best laps.
Oh, right, okay.
See, Line was 3/10 faster. What's Miller's best? 41.4. So, yeah, you'd have to say he probably had damage because he's not been in traffic the whole time. He has had periods where he's had a bit of gap in front of him.
Yes.
This Cook still fighting here with White.
Yeah, and
Max was kind of arrested the gap as well. It's sticking around 18.6, 18.7 now.
yeah, I think that's gone up a little bit because I think it was only 8 seconds before, so now it's looking like 10. There's got to be a crossover point between the two tyres as well, isn't presumably, when the hard tyre will start feeling better than a worn soft. Oh, Sloot, a huge one. I hope he turned his quick repair off when he pitted before, because otherwise that's... Oh, look at that. Early stop for Bond as well.
Yeah, it's on the edge, isn't it? It's just...
Oh, just about, yeah.
Or a bit of... And that's Cook making his way past White.
Yeah, nice move there.
Oh, it's a replay to see how he did it.
God, they were so close.
Yeah. Nicely done, we just caught the end of that.
Yeah, good move by John there. And we've got... That's Bond coming out the pit lane then after his stop.
Yeah, I mean, he's slightly extended. He's going to have to slightly extend that second stint.
Yeah, and drive through for Pepper. And look at that, a new fastest lap for Miller then, 39.9.
That's on the hards, don't forget.
Yeah, he's flying.
Probably used all of the push to pass there.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I think you're right that Bond is going to be the trigger then, and I expect we're going to start seeing a flurry of cars coming in over this lap and the next.
Yeah, Sloot's now in the pits to get his repairs done.
Yeah.
And Steve Pepper showing us out. Oh, he's back. Must have just had a bit of a connection issue.
Yeah. So we're looking at Tove in 10th at the moment, having a great battle with Chris White. And Cook ahead as well. So did Blake pit as well then?
He's about 10 seconds. Yeah, he did. Lap 14.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So he came in at the same time as well.
Excellent. Okay, cool. That makes more sense. New fast lap for Winslade there. Look, 42.1 personal best in 8th place now. With all the stops, obviously.
Yeah. But everybody in front of him is going to have to stop as well.
Yeah. Let's see if he can manage to set his pit stop up without driving into the wall and stuff.
Very wide there from Blake.
Several wide, yeah.
To see how his lap times compared to Miller's on the hard. So that was a stonking lap from Miller.
It really was, yeah. And it's interesting because obviously we've seen it before at Phillip Island where some of the drivers were preferring to stay on the hard tyre despite it being a bit slower. Oh, Kuzmarek. He's facing the wrong way. Oh,
yeah, he was up so high there.
that's such a shame. Here's a replay. That's a Formulama. Oh.
No, that's a Camel.
Sorry, there's a Camel, yeah. Yeah.
That was James Pepper, so he would have been lapped down as well.
That's not good. That's going to be two going to the stewards then. Oh, and here's our race leader coming into the pit lane. Parker and Tomei have stayed out, as has Kelly.
Yep, so they're stretching it on a lap.
Yeah, they must have saved a bit of fuel. Maxwell in as well on the hard tyre then, so he'll be going on to the softs. You can see that Lyon is now on the hard tyre, and off he goes.
Back out in 4th.
Yeah. Brown now coming in as well. So we'll have to wait a couple of laps to see how it all shakes out because, yeah, I think some of the other guys will be able to... they must have been fuel saving so they can go a bit longer. Kuzmarek now in the pits.
Yep, as is Brown.
So obviously unlapping yourself is perfectly fine, but yeah, to collect the car you're trying to unlap yourself from is a bit of a no-no.
Yeah, that would be accurate.
Yeah, I must admit that's I'd be very upset if I was Pavel there. Here's John Cook then, still on his soft tyres and now chasing Blake Tovey, who's now on the hard. So, oh, that's Line. God, Line hit the wall.
Miller, that's Line. It's Toad as well.
Yeah,
that's big drama for the leader there.
Yeah, it is.
It's just not. It's not a team's race, is it?
No, the whole German adventure has really fallen apart for the A team. Here he is.
It's a replay through the chicane.
Catches the curb.
It's just it does that when you're on cold tyres.
Yeah. Yeah, you got
so easy to do.
Got to be ultra careful, haven't you?
3 leaders are coming in now.
So the two
So his Winslade surely has to follow them in. He can't do another lap.
You'd assume so, yeah. He's not a fuel saver. But look how far back he is though. They're all leaving the pit lane.
Where's Dom going? Oh, where's Tommy going?
Oh dear. Oh, that was a silly mistake by Tommy. Yeah, Winslade is now in the pit lane, but he's only just come in and they're all already out. So.
It's now a stupid Aguirre 1-2 as Tomei from the lead. Looks like he just put the power down too quick.
That's agonising.
And there's Tovey and Miller now together.
But,
like it should have been at the start.
Yeah. Blake staying off the white line that time though.
Don't white lines, don't do it.
Yeah. John Cook now in the pits as well. So Winslow's rejoined in P9 behind Daniel Bond. And it'll be the reverse of earlier, where Winslow will now be on the soft tyre and Bond will be on the hard.
We'll see what he can do.
Chris White is up into 7th. Has he not made a stop yet? That's very impressive. He's kept going a lot longer.
Saved a lot of fuel.
Yeah.
It's a replay of the pit stops from the first 3. And obviously there's line. See, look at that.
Oh.
Dom almost went into the pit garage there.
Yeah, and then Tomei just...
And, such a swapper. And he did hit the barrier as well.
Yeah, he's lucky not to get damaged there. Well, we assume he hasn't got damage because he's still pushing on. Wow, some big mid-race drama then with David Lyon unforced error and putting it into the wall. He's rejoining the race though, after having to be towed back to the pits for repairs. And then Parker nearly crashing into the garages in the pit lane and Tomei losing it on the pit exit and clouting the wall.
It's only Kelly really that's not had a drama yet.
Yeah, indeed.
Kelly's outlet was a lot quicker there. And look at that. 2:14 for Tomei.
Yeah, big slow lap. He's going to have to push on there. But you had to say, big bounce across the curb there for Parker. The front end took a long time to settle down there.
So Miller's up to 5th, but we think he's going to have to stop again.
Indeed.
Possibly Tomei isn't.
Yeah, and Stephen Maxwell in P4. Still with that, well, it's less than 10 seconds now, so he is closing in on the leaders.
Well, it's come down because the leaders were all having
Drama.
issues getting
Yeah.
getting the power down.
Oh, that's a such shame for Philip Miles then. He's obviously been given a slowdown and not been able to clear it in time. He's now in the pit lane.
Tomei's taken about half a second out of the stupid Aguri 1-2.
Yeah, he's pushing fast, isn't he?
He's got some pace here, that's for sure. His Q-Smirk's red again.
Yeah, just look like a little off track, I assume. So
Yeah, he's running.
will Blake try and pass Miller here, or is he just going to be content to sit behind? The collision on lap 1 is obviously going to still be in his mind.
I mean, can he? It looks like he's hanging on, but I'm not sure that he's going to get any closer.
Yeah, that's
We'll
a big
have to wait
if.
and see. Well, Parker's going to have to deal with traffic. We've got a couple of cars not that far up the road from him.
Yeah, look at that. Chris White is just coming in now on lap 20.
That's some fantastic fuel
That's
saving there.
unbelievable. He must have been turning the engine off down the hills.
Let's see where he comes out.
Oh, new fastest lap for personal best there for Mark Brown and for Winslade. So they're obviously liking Winslade's liking the soft tyre. He's gone a second quicker than he was doing before on the hards.
Oh, he's closed the gap on the leaders by about a second already. As White has just gone off.
Oh.
That's coming out of the pits on cold tyres.
Oh, Chris, what a shame.
Well, gather it up, get going again. He's got plenty of time left.
Yep, got his teammate behind him. 12th and 13th for the McLarets at the moment.
Just letting them past.
Yeah. Obviously feeling a little on. Oh, look, new fastest lap for Line then of 39.6. Crazy fast. So he's still in the point.
He's pushing.
Yeah.
He's pushing a bit too hard. Oh yeah, they're all going to score points.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Just,
it's not.
a case of how many.
It's not like sprint and things where it's only the top 15.
Oh, Kelly's having to go defensive here.
Yeah, he is.
Tomei has caught them.
Here goes Tomei to the inside then. Nice clean move. Is Kelly going to get him back on the exit?
Trying.
It's fun the way that.
Try for the inside next. It's like Tomei's got it done.
It's a really good sequence of corners for battling, despite it being so tight and feeling really difficult. It does keep the cars nicely together.
It's a great track.
It is.
Especially that bit. Replay. Nope, that's not a replay.
So Tomei, 2.3 seconds to close in on Parker ahead. See if he can do it.
Yeah, Maxwell is bringing the gap down, but you could say he's probably looking at fourth here. Not going to really catch the top three.
Yeah. But a really solid drive, and I think this is the first time we've seen drivers trying the alternate strategy of hard to soft as opposed to soft to hard. So
usually, I mean, we did see one of the riskies do it in Phillip Island.
Oh, okay.
And they had a great first stint, came out the pits and went straight off at 2-2.
Ettridge, of course, yeah, he came up from the field and he was leading, wasn't he? Through the pit
It was a great, yeah. Did lead a couple of laps and then pitted and yeah, it went wrong.
Yeah.
But you have to just be so patient when you're on the hards and everyone else is on softs.
Yeah, exactly. And also this one's been really interesting because we saw drivers having some of the soft runners having problems on lap 1, which meant that some of the hard drivers were able to scamper up into high places, which then, yeah, it's definitely played a factor in the strategies and how the drivers' races have gone.
That's the case, yeah. It looks like White's back past Forrester. Meanwhile, the gap's coming down. Still, it's just 1.6 seconds now back to Tomei.
Yeah.
Maxwell also and Winslade reducing the deficit. In fact, Winslade is right on the tail of Bond at the moment, just half a second.
He is indeed, yeah. And I just saw Mark Brown said 1:49, so that's a very slow lap from him. I can't remember how come he's now behind Winslade because he was ahead before.
Possibly a mistake. I mean, he's a few seconds back.
Yeah, he's good way back now. 12 seconds, look. Here is that battle you just mentioned, though. Bond and Winslade. It's really fun how these two have ended up being together again after having so many laps fighting early on. The two strategies have met in the middle.
That's what we like to see.
Yeah.
Oh, look, these are pit stop times. David Line 2 minutes 7.
Yeah, that's the toe.
Everybody else pretty even. Looking at when people last came in.
Look at that, lap 19 for White, Cook 17.
Yeah, most people were 17. Early stoppers were 16. Very early stoppers, Blake, Tovey and Bond on 14. And no way they're going to make it. Miller on lap 12.
No.
Oh, late move. He's decided there was a gap there and he's like, I'm going to have that. And through he goes.
Yeah. Good job Bond saw him coming there because that could have ended in disaster.
I'd say he caught Bond napping there as Bond also loses it on traction trying to keep up with him. That's the best for White. Enjoying those soft tyres.
Tomei's made a mistake then. He's now in third place behind Kelly again.
He is,
He
yeah.
was 1.4 behind Parker.
He's going to do it all over again. He's dropped almost back to as far as he was when they came out the pits. He runs a bit wide.
It always feels like you're driving up onto a shelf when you go out wide on that corner. It's the same at Watkins Glen, second to last corner. That's what it reminds me. Steve Pepper back in the pit lane. No, he had an early stop as well, didn't he? So, is this the... Oh, James Pepper has been disqualified. He's had his drive-through for exceeding... Oh, Steve's got a meatball. Yeah, so James had his drive-through, didn't he?
Again.
Now too many...
Yeah,
incidents.
yeah, he had a drive-through, and this is a replay of Pepper.
Pepper Senior.
Oh, no.
Oh, he was coming in.
There's too much speed
Yeah.
and then drifts out, and oh no, that's agonising.
That is.
Look at all those springs and stuff flying out of
It's a great damage model, isn't it? Oh, I didn't like that wheel
Yeah.
flapping around. New personal best for Tove. Look at 41.0. And here's Tomei right up behind the stupid Guri of Gavin Kelly, who's now in second place.
Kelly's got to be doing a job for his teammate here to keep Tomei behind as long as possible.
Yeah.
Here's a replay.
On board with Kelly, looking at Tomei ahead of us. He's gone very wide.
Looked like Tomei took a lot of apex.
Oh, I think he got
on
a
that
slowdown, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what happened. So he's got to get past them both
He did.
again, or really get past Kelly again, and then chase down Parker.
Yeah. But I will say, you know, like, credit where it's due, Tomei's pulling over and serving the slowdown in a very sensible manner there.
Yeah, not like Mark Kelly, hey?
Yeah.
We laugh, but we'd like to assure everybody that Kelly was appropriately punished for that move.
He was, and since then he's been driving beautifully, actually. He's having some really good races.
He certainly got pace.
Yeah, very, very fast. There is the £100 bet challenge video on the Formula Armour channel. Well worth a watch.
I was just about to mention that. I was watching that before we got into the booth.
Yeah, I watched that earlier. Chris Forrester's just made a second stop, I would say.
Oh, looks like a mistake into the chicane there for
Oh,
Kelly.
good spot.
Let's let Tomei past.
Nicely done by Tomei, though. He is pushing fast, but 3 seconds, and he's got 6 laps to do it.
It's going to be tall order, I would say, but he has got pace. I mean, he was leading at one point.
He was, yeah. He passed Parker on track, didn't he?
So Winslade's got to be happy with that. He's 7th, up 7 places from where he started.
Yeah. 30 seconds off the lead, look.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're in the field, that's going to happen.
Well, it's pure pace.
And he has been bringing it down somewhat, as he's now on the favoured tyre. And he is leaving Bond behind.
Yeah, Bond now stuck on the hards.
Yep.
43 for Mark. Mark Brown is not enjoying this hard tyre, is he?
No, he's kind of falling back into Kuzmarik's clutches. I was going to say Miller is kind of still edging away from Tomei a couple of seconds.
Yeah, but
He's still interested. I mean, he pitted. He came out lap 12, so that would be 8, 18, 19. Yeah, I mean, he's not going to do it unless he can do more fuel saving than Chris White.
yeah, well, and he was doing fastest laps, wasn't he, on his second lap on
Yeah.
his tyre? So I think we'll be looking at Miller coming in and round about the next 3 laps or so. Well, yeah, 2:06 for Forrester, but he's just been in the pit lane. Tomei now.
Tomei's not really closed that gap. Not yet, at least.
No, he's got 3. Well, it's ebbing and flowing, isn't it?
Maxwell is actually getting pretty close to third there.
Yeah. Look at Chris White. Look, he's hassling John Cook. This is
We saw John get past him earlier, didn't we? So now it's the roles reversed.
yeah, it's just like we saw with Winslade and Bond, in fact. Five laps to go in this one.
So I'm glad I made the decision that people have to use both tyres.
Yes. Yeah, I think
It does work.
it does. It's brilliant.
It doesn't always work, but it does work sometimes.
Well, it's everyone
Around
stick.
the outside.
Yeah, if everyone does the same thing, then it's not going to work. But
Oh, mistake.
yeah, Cook just lit it up slightly.
And
White-
White said, "Thank you very
I'm
much."
having that. He's back up into P11. Great move.
That's why I kind of wanted to remove the "you have to start on what you qualify on" rule,
Hmm.
because then more people might gamble on starting on hards when they're higher up.
Yeah.
It would throw more into the mix, I feel. We'll see. We'll see what we do next season, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, no
Who
hard.
knows what we'll be driving?
no hard tyre runner out-qualified a soft tyre runner this time. But, I mean, maybe that will happen in some tracks. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, I mean, if everybody qualified on the softs, but you could pick what you wanted to start on, then people would pick their preference. Because there's clearly a split in what people like more, track to track. I mean, some people will swear blind, oh, the hard's rubbish here, soft's good. While you'll have, like, other people saying, no, the soft is much better, I'm going to spend as much time on the soft as I can and just use the hard just to get rid of it.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I feel if we removed the requirement for you to start on your qualifying compound, then you'd see a lot more hard runners.
Yeah, you're right.
Mixed in with the softs.
I mean, I hated the hard tyre at Phillip Island, and yet other drivers raced most of the race on it and were getting rid of the soft as early as possible.
Yeah,
but then you saw that with the lap times, they do fall away as the soft tyre wore down. Whereas I think here we've seen it's held on a bit longer, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been holding on well here. So is Parker holding on well, as Tomei's only took a couple of tenths out of him this lap.
Yeah, he's nibbling away, isn't he? But he's not. It's he needs to do more.
Like a little fish.
A remora. Or he needs Parker to make a small error. Maybe that would help him. They're coming up on some traffic here. That's Philip Miles up ahead and Team on Sloots.
Yeah, who are fighting for position, actually.
Lines up to 13th then. He was 15th before, so he's made a couple of moves.
I actually saw Maxwell in the shot there as well. He's only 6.3 seconds off the lead.
Yeah, that is a tremendous drive by Maxwell. He's made it work for himself, hasn't he? And he was one who sived through the traffic quite nicely early doors as well, despite being on that hard tyre.
Yeah, no, he made it work. You've got to get past people if you're going to start on the hard. Here comes the traffic, side by side. Battling hard as the leaders are bearing down on them.
The gap is falling.
Still going. I'd say they're battling through that complex you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Where's Parker could go? There's nowhere for him to go. Sloots took pity.
We're on team one. Oh, Parker on the radio. Couldn't hear what he was saying. Probably bleep, bleep, bleep way.
So they both moved. And it looks like he's currently got 2 cars between him and Tomei.
Yeah, but the gap is now under 2 seconds though. Is that the balancer? Is that the thing that's going to tip this race in Tomei's favour?
Well, Sloots is still actually between them.
They both are, yeah.
Yeah. That's Kuzmrik's gone red. What's happening to Kuzmrik? They're still between them. This is crazy.
It is, yeah. There's one.
They're keeping up with Parker, so Tomei's not actually losing any time. That's a very wonky looking front right.
Oh, such a shame. It's just
replay. Lost it out of T1.
Very, very easy to
Straight
do.
Into the barrier.
Yeah.
It's not a happy front right.
So
right, has Tomei cleared them? No, he's still not got past Miles. He has got past Sloots.
yeah, the gap's 1.7 and there is that lap car in the middle. Crazy. Miller in the pit lane, look. So, as we said,
didn't make it.
He's got 2 laps then. What can he do? Here he is. Presumably he's going to go onto the softs like you suggested.
I don't get why he pitted, because I would have thought that if it was damaged, he wasn't going that slow. But we'll see. We'll see how well he does. He was up to, was it 9th, 8th, 9th?
Yes.
So where's he going to come out? Behind Winslade? Is Bond going to get past him? Yeah.
Bond's through.
Okay, so he's going. He's dropped back to 8. It's just a case of how many more places can he make up. He's got 7 seconds to Winslade. That's going to be his target because Tovey's another 20 seconds up the road.
Yeah. But he's going to, on soft tyres, fresh soft tyres and only a couple of laps worth of fuel in the car, he's going to be flying.
Well, I want to see a fastest lap from him because I think Line currently has that.
I think he does, yeah. 39.
Kelly's close back up on Tome. He's still not out of this distraction duty.
No, he's doing a good job. There he is. Miles is still ahead, isn't he? There he is.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's on soft tyres. His pace is good.
Yeah.
And Tome is now... He's lost a 10.
But Miles has had, wasn't he the one who had a great quali at Interlagos as well, and then just had a really unfortunate incident? I think he's moving over to let him through now. But I feel like, yeah, Philip's got a lot of pace this season, but it's just had, again, another one who's had a bit of an unfortunate string of incidents. We're on lap 30 of 31 laps. 1.6 seconds is the gap, which is probably
it's a big ask.
A huge ask, isn't it?
But yeah, all he can do is keep Parker under pressure. Kelly, keep him under pressure. As Maxwell seems to have plateaued, but his gap has now stayed around 6 seconds.
Yeah, I think he's got as far as he can, but he's done a great job, as we said, to get to that P4. So we wait for the next lap from Miller. Then, that, as we suspect, it will be the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, that was a rapid out lap, and he's almost caught Bond already. In fact, he was half a second down about 2 seconds ago, and it's now 8 tenths.
Yeah, you can see him on the tracker coming through the stadium.
Now 5 tenths. Probably want to have a look at that.
Yeah, it would be good. I mean, we've got such a good battle though for the top spots. It's hard to cut away when you've got a 1.5 second gap for the win. In fact, only 2.2 seconds covering the top three. Perhaps we could have a little look.
Miller is past.
Oh, he is, yeah, in the hairpin.
Next target is Winslade.
Yeah. Let's keep an eye on it then. So here they come out of the final corner to start the final lap of the race. 1.3 is the gap now between first and second. Tome is 3 tenths faster. He's pushing as hard as he can.
He's got any push to pass. Now's the time to use
Yeah.
them.
New PB for Blake Tove, 40.8. Strong recovery drive by Blake, you have to say.
Yeah, absolutely. And just a quick look at the podium. So Parker, Maxwell, and then Kuzmerick, all the way down to 14th, third for silver.
Yeah.
Tome, Winslade, and Forrester for bronze. And then obviously overall with the Parker, Tome, and Kelly, as Miller does indeed take the fastest lap from the
Yeah, and Winslade's had a very slow lap ahead of him as well. So
3 seconds is distant.
this is not when you not when you want to have a slow lap when you've got the fastest guy in the field bearing down on you.
Oh, he's down to 2.5 seconds already. I think as Tome's lost a bit of time to Parker, it's more likely that Winslade and Miller are going to have a battle here than Tome and Parker, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's coming down a bit. I think Tome's better through this section. Really isn't many corners left for him to do anything, because Kelly is also still breathing down his
Yeah,
neck.
3 corners to go for Parker to pick up his first win of the season. He's had a podium every single round, and this will be the first one on the top step. So brilliant drive, really, you have to say.
Certainly been collecting silverware.
Yes, it's been a super strong season for the Stupidaguri team.
But 1-3 is going to help that, certainly.
Congratulations then to Don Parker and also to the silver winner, Don Parker. Jartome coming home P2 picking up the bronze win. Congratulations to him, and Gavin Kelly coming home P3. Maxwell is P4. Here's the battle then for 6th place into the chicane. Miller going to the inside.
Holy shit.
Oh, he's nearly pushing him through the corner. There might have been a bit of contact there.
It's like Winslade did just enough there.
Just.
I thought Miller was going to go up the inside.
Yeah.
Holds him up for 6th place.
Ooh.
Fantastic result.
Yeah, great result there for Winslade, and Miller coming home in P7.
Be interested to see where he would have come if he hadn't have done that 2-stop, but that was a great recovery.
It was, yeah. Well, that was a fun race, wasn't it? Good stuff.
Certainly enjoyable, good strategy, good action.
Everything you need.
Some people doing donuts there.
Yeah, so Don Parker picks up the victory ahead of Jao Tome and Gavin Kelly. Then we had Stephen Maxwell Blake Tovey, Gareth Winslade, Rob Miller, Daniel Bond, Mark Brown, Chris White, John Cook, David Lyne after his unforced error, Chris Forrester, Pavel Kuzmarek, Philip Miles, Tina Sloot, Steve Pepper, Ben Chalcroft and James Pepper.
Nice racing, John.
Sounds like White enjoyed that with.
That was excellent, mate. Cheers.
So Maxwell, the highest of the alternate strategy runners, Winslade 2 places behind him, so both of them coming through the field quite nicely, and Chris White in the top 10 as well doing the alternate strat.
Yeah, no, it worked.
That worked.
I think both tyres were viable.
Yeah, I mean obviously the incidents helped as well.
Yeah, but I mean there's quite often incidents and stuff.
Indeed,
so.
yeah. So Don Parker extending his lead at the top of the championship standings behind ahead of Rob Miller. Jal Tomane moving up into 3rd and Gavin Kelly slipping down 1 place. See Blake Tovey continuing his brilliant season. He's up a place, as is Stephen Maxwell. Look at Chris White up 5 places in P7, so he's having a strong season as well.
Well, I mean, that was a great result, and you can see how close it is there throughout the field. So many drivers just within 1 or 2 points of each other that you get a good result. You are going to go climbing. Gavin Winslade picking up 10 places.
Yeah,
there.
but he wasn't at
That
Hock.
was the highest climber.
Missed Hockenheim, didn't he? So yeah. Team standings then. Stupid Aguri extending their lead. Wizards Fire Ruby jumped the A team up into 2nd place, so that's a big news story there. Formula Armour extending up into 4th place. Minardi Simsport are up, and No Slots No Glory jumping CXW Racing. You see McLaren.
Yeah, CXW and McLaren line is the same as the drivers were.
Yeah, exactly. Coming up then, we're going to the American Road. That should be a brilliant, fun race with these cars as well. So I'm really looking forward to that one.
Yeah, ask David Lyne which one that is.
He won't know. So there's our socials. Do forget to give it the...
Don't forget, or do forget.
Yeah, don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. Cheers, Jools.
Bye.